what I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all niggas and bitches will never learn. If you never have discipline, nigga, you never earn. Stay the fuck away from people who look for the blunt to burn. And know that family and friends always gon' fake like they concerned. And y'all don't know what I've been through. Y'all can't tell me what I can and can't do. I walk through the fire with them Jordan 4s. Still in the game and they still rooting for the boy. Grown man boss, real nigga shit. Whoa. These niggas fake, man, ain't none of them really rich. Money, no money, and we don't know y'all. We been really in the trenches, we got niggas on the yard. 23 and 1 and never see the sun. They been in so long, they never seen they sons. And it's the type of shit that we go through. Living on faith, man, and trying to be hopeful. A lot of dreams buried in the cemetery. The game they playing out here, y'all know it's very scary. I keep my heart cold like October to February. I'm trying to hit on every number like I'm Jerry. Go large or go home. I'm in the zone like I'm 2-3. And I'm playing with an attitude. Timberwolves, KG. I talk slick, nigga know that I'm nasty. And when it's wartime, know that we ain't trying to be classy.
Right now, the DJ EPPS and Friends Show. Weeknights at 10 p.m. with live turntable mixes and interviews. It's time to turn up your smart device and crank it loud.
Hey, yo, check this out. This your boy Diddy. As we proceed to give you what you need, we are the world famous, the supreme, grand imperial. Hey, yo, EPPS, let these motherfuckers know.
Father God, we first want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for love. Thank you for those who are tuned in to this live at this moment. We pray, Lord, that whoever is tuned in right now, that you bless them. Allow them to have an enjoyable time. Allow them to be able to come on here and not worry about problems and not worry about what is going on, but we know that you are taking care of it. At this moment, at this time, allow people to feel loved, to feel peace, and to smile and enjoy. For you said, do not be weary of doing good. So I pray that everybody sows good and reaps good, encouraging one another and looking out for one another. In your holy name we pray. Amen. This is DJ EPPS and Friends. Let's go.
DJ EPPS.
What up, everybody? It's your boy DJ EPPS. We're in the building live and direct. Celebrity Tuesdays. This is what we do. Monday to Friday, DJ EPPS and Friends, the #1 goddamn DJ show in the world. Best believe it when I tell you that. I'll beat my chest 1,000 times, man, because there's only one DJ that's breaking records, that's doing it on turntables, spinning it live, bringing you celebrity guests on Tuesdays, you know what I mean? Breaking new music on Mondays. You know how we do over here, man. It's the DJ EPPS and Friends show, Monday to Friday, weeknights, 10 p.m. Eastern. Now, understand, man, shout out to everybody. We broke records last night, live and direct. You know, some came in the charts. Great look, great look, man. So one time for everybody that submitted their music, and they're on the charts right now. Also, don't forget this Sunday in Miami, Wynwood, Florida. It's all about 305 Day. Yes, everybody's talking about the 305 Day now. Understand, this is the 10th annual of the 305 Day. It's happening in Wynwood at the Wynwood Market. Yeah, it's going down, Miami, Florida. Yours truly, DJ EPPS, headlining, and it's going to be showing off and performing live and direct inside 305 Day. Now, everybody, it's free. It's open to the public. It's open, you know, all ages could come. So, yeah, pull up, all right? Pull up. Denver, Colorado, I'm coming this weekend, man, for my man DJ K-Tone's birthday bash. I'm going to come shut it down in Denver, Colorado. Yes, man, don't offer me no weed, no nothing like that. I know we're approaching 420 and all that good stuff. I know Denver, Colorado's the city, the state for that. But, yeah, I'm not going to be really smoking. But I'm coming for my man K-Tone's birthday bash. Yeah, this Friday, live and direct. It's going to be a problem, all right? Also, man, it's going to be crazy, man. The World Baseball Classic after party going down, man. Chucky 73 is going to be performing live and direct. Tomorrow, yeah, you don't want to miss that out, man. Tomorrow it's going to be crazy, all right, man? So this is all happening at Central Wynwood, March 15th. Tomorrow is going to be DR versus PR. All right? I'm going to play the music for you so you can understand what's going down tomorrow. Shouts to all my Dominicans, all my Boricuas, and all that. Rock the Bell Festival. Now, understand this, man. Everybody, you heard, you know, the cabin's been sold out. Tickets been sold out. It's been crazy, all right, man? Rock the Bell Festival is happening November 13th to the 17th, Miami to Bahamas. I'm going to be on the 1 and 2s shutting it down. Yeah, in the building is Too Short, Slick Rick, Bahama Dia, DJ Jazzy, Jeff Lil, John Rick Ross, Trina Trick Daddy, Bun B, and a whole lot more, man. I'm telling you, you see the lineup right there. You should be able to get yourself at least on the waiting list in case somebody backs out. I need you to be in the building. Rock the Bell cruise, everybody's talking about that. Shout to my homie LL. Shout to P-Rock gonna be on that cruise with me. It's gonna be crazy, man. Ghostface Killer, Big Daddy Kane is gonna be on there. Like, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's definitely going to be crazy. Now understand, tonight, man, it's Celebrity Tuesdays, and I got my man Chip Fu gonna be in the building in about a couple of more minutes. I need everybody to share the live, matter of fact. I need everybody to share the live. You know what I mean? You wanna buy a badge? Hey, I appreciate that. Go ahead and buy a badge. Badge gang in the building. I rep that, you know what I mean? But definitely I need you to share the live. Chip Fu is about to walk up in here, and we're going to have a great discussion, you know what I mean? He's going to drop some gems on y'all and all that, all right? In case you don't know who Chip Fu is, from the legendary group Fushnikins, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down in a couple of minutes, so hold tight. Matter of fact, I see Chip Fu in the building. We're going to bring him in a second. But let me just let you know before we get up out of here about everything that's going on. The show is brought to you by Positivity Water, of course. Now, understand, if you never had some alkaline water in your life, I suggest you do that. Switch, you ain't? Because you need some positivity in your life, and you need that Positivity Water. Get the alkaline water. You know your boy DJ EPPS reps that all day, every day, live and direct for you and yours, all right? Now, let me just go ahead and just bring Chip Fu in, man. Let's just get things started, man. Let's not wait no longer. All right, hip-hop is in the building. We're celebrating 50 years. That's what it is, so let's just do it, man. Let's get to it.
DJ EPPS.
Rude Boy Wagwan.
Family, what's going on, brother?
Everything good, man. How you doing, my bro?
Good, man. I'm good. No complaints, brother. No complaints.
Of course, no complaints. You are a champion.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Everybody, man, like I said, please share the live. I got my man Chip Fu in the building from the legendary Fushnikin, and we're gonna talk hip-hop. We're gonna talk you know, everything, you know what I mean? Health, wealth, all that good stuff. All right, man? So Chip, man, you and your family, y'all good? Y'all straight? It's a brand new year. You happy?
Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm in a different headspace than last year. You get me? Especially when it's time to drop these records. So I ain't got no, like I said to you when I was sending you records, I ain't got no time to play with nobody. So yo, it's just gonna be records on top of records. You get me? Especially because it's Hip Hop 50. You know what I mean? So I just figured let me just start launching from now. You know what I mean? Since I've been quiet for a minute, but now I'm no longer quiet. So yeah.
I was about to ask that. Quiet for a minute, more like for an hour, mad hours, man. Chip,
yeah.
What made you decide to just start dropping some records now?
You know what it was? I was still buying to my whatchamacallit, what is it thing called now? I was still binding to the contract.
Okay.
And anything that I would have dropped would have belonged to Jive still. Even though we disbanded.
Till this day?
Yes, even though we disbanded, they were still on some stuff like, yo, you know, we still got you signed to publishing. So for me, I was just like, yo, I'm not going to do anything until it's time. You know what I mean? So when I finally got those release papers, you know what I'm saying? I started recording the album, 80 records deep, and just started flinging out different songs to different people. You get me?
Yeah. Damn, till this day, Jive got niggas in a chokehold?
Yes, brother, they got niggas in the chokehold. So anything that I would have done at that time, it would have been theirs. So I was just like, nah, I'm gonna wait it out. So I just kept recording until it got to this point. You know, now and then I'll drop a freestyle here, or drop a record or whatever, a lot of reggae records, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
After that, I just say, yo, let me just go bonkers right now and just keep giving everybody a new tune every month. Let's go.
But how was your relationship with Jive? Were you okay with everything? I mean, till probably up to this point, but how was your relationship with Jive when you linked up with them?
I mean, the relationship was good, but when it was time to grow as a group and try different things. You know, Jive basically wanted us to continue doing the cookie cutter stuff. And as an artist, you have to grow.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
And your fan base will grow with you. So I figured at that time, let me just start trying other things, you know what I mean? And from that, you know, Jive got upset, and I was like, it doesn't make any sense for us to still be in business now if you're not understanding that you have to grow as an artist.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right,
when
right.
it's time to, yo, let me, you know, even they had the budget and everything ready to go in and do another album. I was like, yo, I'd rather, you know, I don't want to sacrifice my mental health just to say I'm just here putting out an album and I'm not going to be right for my family or anything. You get me?
Right.
So moving forward, like, yo, let's just wait for it to dissolve. When it dissolved, I was like, all right, now it's time to do whatever. And then I put out a record, which was Love Me Sensi.
Yes.
Cease and assist thing from Sony, because Jive was like, oh, so wait a second, there's a record floating around right now, and that's Chip, and it's picking up legs. You know that we own his publishing. So I was just like, nah, let me just chill.
Nice.
And Sus Christ and Truth, Bridget. So now all those records that I put out, everybody could just play them and do what they want because they don't own nothing. You know?
Right. Just Dave says, release a bumper clap contract.
Release me, release me, bro. Release me. I'm glad that they released me, and I'm in a different, you know, place in my life right now. I'm just ready to just murder everything. You get me?
It's release you and release the rest of the crew. Big up to Mark Fu and Park Fu, right?
Now, what they did is they released us, but kept me. They kept me because they was like, yo, he's creative. That young man is creative. Let's keep him, because every now and then I'm dropping something and they're just like, nah.
They watching.
They
watching that money.
They're watching me. And I did the name change. I did the Jungle Rock Jr. thing and started dropping reggae stuff overseas. And then I was able to tour with Shaggy and Sean Paul and everybody. And no one knew.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's dude from. And then Jive got in touch and was like, yo, Benjamin, I hear you overseas doing. I hear you collecting a check. Yeah. Collecting a check, brother.
Wow.
Yo, you need to come and just talk to us. So for me, it was like, yo, you know what I mean? Let me just move on and do what I got to do. So, you know what I'm saying? I prayed on it. And I'm finally at this point where it's no stopping, brother. Everybody gonna get music every month. I don't care who it is. Any man that want to jump on track, it's over. Don't play. I ain't got no time to play right now.
Right.
It out. You know what I'm saying? Like us Trinidad, didn't say I was a nice boy. You get me? I was did everything else. So now I'm good. So let's go. You get me?
Yeah. That just tells you, man, these record labels are doing bad right now. That they even watching every single pocket that they had their hands in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
That more so just says that legacy artists still sell more, no matter how you look at it. Because you gotta look at it. We still have catalog that's selling, and then you're coming with new music. So you still have people who are willing to purchase your catalog, that's going to purchase your new stuff, plus garnering new fans. So record companies are looking at that like, yo, we really can't lose out on that. You get me? So.
Plus, if you turn into a podcaster like Nori or Joe Budden and all that, they coming for it.
They coming. It's all right. But they could come now. It's all right. They could, if they want to come and talk, a nice talk, we good. It's good. You know what I mean?
My guy Chip Fu from the Fushnickers in the building. Everybody on my Twitch, Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Share the live, man, from the legendary Fushnickers. So where are the other boys right now?
One of my boys moved to North Carolina, and the other boy is in Brooklyn here. So, you know, myself and Pac Fu, we still keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? He's the godfather of my son, and I'm the godfather of his kids. You know what I'm saying? We 10, 11 as kids. So, you know, we always keep that link. Our family is close. You get me?
And does he feel motivated what he sees you doing?
I mean, you know, it's two things.
Mm-hmm.
You get to a point where the industry has hurt you so bad that you're just like, yo, I don't want to deal with it anymore. But if you got that person around you that's willing to fight, and you're seeing the fight, like, yo, Chip Fu just dropped 5 records. Yo. He just dropped 5 records to 5 DJs, and none of them sound alike. One singing, one reggae, one this. So he called me and was like, yo, bro, like, I like that movement. And I think everybody from my generation is like, yo, bro, you're not playing. I was like, we can't play.
Right.
All we have is basically our sanity and our music to leave. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a good movement right now. Shout out to all the DJs that's playing. Shout out to you for breaking records. And let's go, King.
Oh, man. The minute I dropped these records on Rock the Bells, we had immediate response like, God damn, that nigga Chip Fool's coming with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? And thank God for LL for creating that type of platform for, you know, legendary artists like you guys, still putting out timeless music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, the fan base is still there. That's great situation right there. You know, you was here recently in Miami, what? It was a couple of months back, sometime last year. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna remember for shit, but you know, we've been known each other since How Can I Be Down days, back in the days when y'all would do promo runs in Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, and stuff like that. But to recently seeing you again, I'm like, you know, to other people, they might just see you as just somebody. Me, you know, you was glowing to me. You know what I mean? That means that is not just somebody. That's hip hop. That's legendary. That's, you know what I mean? That's a God right there. You know what I mean? Like you was glowing to me, and I was like, and when Shampoo told me like, yeah, that's Chip Fool, I'm like, God damn, man, like, let me go say what's up to you. You know what I mean? We took a picture, me, you, M1 from Dead Prez.
Yeah.
I also have to say that it looks like you was being inspired yourself in that build when you was in that building.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I'm always inspired by music and inspired by Black movement. You know what I mean? Being that with Puffy, and I'm standing there going, all right, look at Puffy. Puffy, his son is performing on the stage. How incredible for him to even see his son is performing on stage. Standing there, you know, Shampoo signs the contract. Nori is like, yo, you up next, da da da. And I'm just, okay, cool. No one knowing what I have, you get me? And that's just me saying, yo, I'm the silent guy in the room with a lot of grenades, you get me? And it pushed me to the point, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that when I got back, I recorded 4 brand new records.
Right.
I got Shampoo to come to the studio, and I played them joints, and he was like, yo, bro, you're not playing, we gotta pick and we gotta run. I was like, no, give me a minute. Let me just fire off a few records, you know what I'm saying? And let people just be like, oh, all right, that's dude, he's not playing, let's go.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, man. I was like, you know what? After tonight, go ahead.
Real quick, I'll say this. I wasn't the only person glowing. I want to say that, you know, you meet people, right? And when you meet people, it's like, okay, how you doing? When I met you, it was like, I know you. We took the picture, he proper, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this is a good fella, you know what I'm saying? He's a cool person. And then Shampoo just was telling me on the way back, yo, that's a good dude right there, yo, trust me, man, yo, that's the perfect person to have on your team or whatever. So I just want to say thank you for just, you know what I'm saying, doing what you're doing for the culture, brother, for real, just doing what you're doing, because you got to think about it. There was never a whole bunch of platforms, and for me to even jump on your platform and to hear you break, you know, certain records and people going ape shit, I'm like, all right, let's go. Yeah. You get me?
Nah, thank you, man. I appreciate the recognition, man. Yeah, I noticed you've been watching me ever since we had linked up, and yeah, you know, it's for the culture, man. You know, not too many DJs could do this. Yeah. Not too many DJs could stay on the turntables.
I know.
You know what I mean?
That's serious.
You're going to be on there with me. Fuck that. We shutting that thing down. Let's do it.
Bro, that's serious. Like, yo, I got to get on there and murder everything, man. Just out of nowhere, just run out of nowhere and just be like, yo, turn that on. Give me the sling ting rhythm. Give me the impeach the president. Give me this. And just blow it up. I'm the person that no one is expecting to see, you know, throwing some rhythms and go with it. You get me? So, yeah, I ain't playing, brother. Watch me.
Man, just know you got a veteran over here. You got a general over here on your side, man, since day one. And I would love to continue rocking out with you, even maybe do some records with you. So let's go ahead and continue doing that.
Let's go, brother.
Definitely. So we talk about Shampoo. How'd you link up with Shampoo? Because Shampoo, everybody know Poppy Shampoo is one of the top, industry guys that can help get your music, in certain areas, if not everywhere. You know what I mean? So, how did you link up with Shampoo? YMVS.
What had happened was I had a listening party over at the studio, and he DJ Enough. He played the record on Hot 97, and everybody went ape shit like, yo, who is that?
Right.
Like, yo, that's Chip Fu from Flatbush. And dudes was like, nah. And then he kept playing it, and it just started picking up. And I was like, yo, bro, I ain't ready to release it yet. But he's like, yo, bro, I just got, it's getting requested. You get me? It's getting requested. Shampoo got in touch with me. I was like, yo, bro, send me that record. I sent him the record. He was just like, yo, we got to talk. I just want to work with you, man. Just to see an artist from your time, just so refreshing now, is different because, an artist from our time wants to hold on to the past. I'm not trying to hold on to anything from the past.
Right.
Different dimensions of myself. So he was impressed, and he brought all the YNVS DJs to the studio. So it's the weirdest thing. I had Hot 97, WBLS, YMVS DJs, heavy hitters in one studio session. And after I played them all the records, they was just like, yo, you're going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. You know what I mean? So that was a beautiful thing for me. And just knowing that Shampoo just wanted to run with me. So that's how that happened.
That's what's up. Shout to DJ Just Dave. He's asking, is there a possible Fushnikin reunion album coming soon or
no?
Nothing? Nah.
No Fushnikin reunion album. What you would see possibly is just like, shows. You'll see us do shows or whatever, but to do another album, I think for me, I've gotten to a point where I can only trust myself when it comes to doing music. And when I count on me, it always happens. Not saying that I can't count on them, but I've just noticed that from the last, 2 or 3 years, when it comes to me recording, my speed and everything, getting it done and getting it mixed and mastered, I can only count on me. So to say that there'll be a reunion, no. Would there be like 1 or 2 records with us just jumping on there together, you know what I'm saying, just to show love to
the culture?
More than likely, yeah. But other than that, it's not going to do that.
I totally get it. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, I used to, run with management, a team, but I feel like I'd rather just be by myself, you know what I mean? Do me, control everything. Anything falls through the crack, it's my fault, whatever the case is. But I also find myself moving better by myself. So I think I could relate to what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not like we 19 and 20. You get me? It's not this.
Right.
So it's a man coming home to take care of his family. So if that's the case, I got to move knowing that I can only count on myself.
Right.
Now, from the group, I know that in a minute he might start recording again, and will I help him? Of course, because that's my brother and my teammate, you know what I'm saying, to the grave. But as far as us, doing like a full-blown Fushnikin album, that's not in the works.
I feel you. Your style of rapping, you know what I mean? Very, very, very unique back in the days, and there were several of you guys that could do it, you know what I mean? How did you develop that style? How did you learn how to tongue twist your lyrics to a point that you have people just by the boomboxes listening, like, what is he saying? But okay, I recognize the. You know what I mean?
It's crazy because growing up in a West Indian household, that's all you hear is soca and ska records. Reggae records, you hear the person in the beginning, yes, people, but he's skipping on the record. He's not on beat.
Right.
On beat. So for me, I took notice to that. And my brother's from England. He's from Brixton, England. So he used to always get these tapes in Brixton with a sound system out there called Saxon from England. So I have to say that my style was birthed from the Saxon sound system down there and from grime and bass and all that stuff in England in ska records.
Right.
That's the whole thing about my my style or whatever. Because if you dissect it, it's the same thing. So it's more so like you're a reggae artist chatting on some hip hop, but I'm chatting in the pockets of some some soca and some reggae, but my when it comes to dialect or whatever, I'm using what I'm using because of where I'm from. That's I tell people I'll never get writer's block because of where I'm from. I could bend up name a certain way to rhyme with certain things that people can't get to rhyme. You get me? So that's how the style actually developed. You know, listening to WLIB and certain people. One of my biggest influences was Shinehead. You know what I mean? Shinehead was one of my biggest influences. I said to myself, if I could beat Shinehead and become the next Shinehead, that's the benchmark for me.
Do you feel that you did that?
I think I got a phone call from Shinehead.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was a crazy phone call, but he says, yo, the teacher now meets the student. Get better and better. And just by him saying that, I was thankful. But I have to say that it was the benchmark for me. Till today, people can't touch it. You get me?
Right.
And he's ageless. So for me, I'm just like, yo, I'm just gonna murder everything up when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, music because of this man.
Because of Chip Foo's style, do you feel like okay, yeah, there was DOS Effects, there was Twista, maybe even you want to put Jay-Z because he could twist his words a little bit. Do you definitely feel yours was definitely different from all of those guys?
Yes, because if you think about it, let's go back. We're the first group to put out a actual reggae record as our first single.
Right.
Bring the
right.
So
right.
now you're sitting there saying, yo, they just dropped a dancehall record, mixed, you know, remixed by Steely and Clevie.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we charted with a dancehall record to number 6. The next single that we dropped was Lash Move, right? Lash takes off. I still keep the same cadence in the same pocket, but it's a hip hop record.
Right.
Nick comes. What's Up Doc comes. Same cadence, same everything, but I'm always dropping small gems inside there. So for me, I understood that, you know, back then, Fushnikins was touring with Shaba. We got touring with Shaba, then we got on a tour from Organized Confusion.
Right.
Got off the tour from Organized Confusion and started touring with Crisscross. So if you could name another group that was doing that, then, you know, it's cool.
Right.
So we, you know, to play the diverse crowds. When we walked out, especially in Canada, if you know the history, we went gold in Canada in 2 weeks. That's unheard of because of how large of a West Indian population it was out there. Right. They finally look at and be like, yo, that dude and the other dude, they some Trini dudes and they up there murdering everything. And you know what I'm saying? And that's the first record that Tribe Called Quest produced outside of themselves. So we have to, you know, we have to pay attention. And they're managed by Latifah. So what are we missing here? Then to finally hear whatever, first dude to rhyme backwards on records, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just setting trends where people are sitting there going, all right. So I listened to this record called Movie Scene, and this brother rhymed backwards on it. He people would spin the record backwards, and you could actually hear me rhyming forwards. Right. That is never. Still to this day, so everybody that talk about them bad and all them other things, boy, you're not bad. You're not bad. That was done in 91, King. You're not bad. So for me, it's just like, all right. So that set me, you know, different from everybody else. And another thing is, Twista, when he was Tongue Twister, his second video called Peace is the Word, right? This is for everybody. Right. Peace is the Word. Bring up that video and look at who's standing next to him in the video. I'm standing right next to him. Next to him because of the respect, the admiration that we have for each other in the game. Yo, a lot of people didn't know that.
Nah, I didn't know that. I got to go back and look at that. Yeah.
I'm standing right next to him, pointing in the camera and everything. And to this day, when people try to, you know, peg us together, I'm like, yo, bro, you don't even know the history. Like, that's my boy. When you see him out there and people are like, yeah, Chip Fu, he's like, yo, I'm not even going to front. That boy dangerous.
That's basically co-signing. That's basically, you know what I mean, passing the torch. That's basically saying, yo, you in that lane, you in that zone too, man. Like, you could do that, man. Oh, man, shout to Twista.
That's
man.
Big bro Twista. Yes, that's family.
So you mentioned a little while ago, What's Up, Doc? Now, this right here, man, for you to do a song with Shaq Fu. We call him Shaq Fu because we're gonna respect the Fu Schnick and the Chip Fu. It's Shaq Fu, all right? For you to do a song with Shaq Fu at that time, What's Up, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
Most people look at it as maybe a good record and fun and games. But I look at it as these guys might be the first one to actually involve hip hop with sports.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Like I like niggas don't know. Like, hold up, Fushnikins and Shaq and basketball and bringing Shaq to the studio. And I heard some of Shaq's stories, man, about how he linked up with you guys and you guys inspired him. And so, but at the end of the day, the birth of sports and hip hop, I think that's when it really popped off.
I think the one thing that people have to understand, you know what I'm saying? All these dudes out there could chat and run up their mouth. Yeah. But don't look at us as one of those groups that came in the game and we didn't have hits before we linked up with Shaq.
Right.
True Fushnik, The Ring. You had all those records. And just so people know, What's Up Doc was already recorded in the can.
Right.
But we couldn't release it because you had Space Jams out. So since Space Jams is out, you know, there was like, yo, it's gonna, you know, we're gonna have troubles clearing the sample first and foremost because we actually had Bugs Bunny sample. So what I did, I said, you know something, let me just change the chorus and go back in and just say, can we rock, What's Up Doc? And at the time, you know, timing is everything. It was perfect. You know, Shaq just got drafted. To find out I was one of his favorite MCs and our group is his favorite group, to say to ourselves, you know something, let's go and do this record together. We do the record drop. The record goes platinum. Now from there, let's look forward. How many other NBA stars tried to do albums but flopped?
Right.
Let's reel that back in. Everyone tried and flopped because they didn't want to listen. One thing that Shaq did was listen. He was like, yo, I am not an MC. I'm a B-boy. I love the art of MCing. Show me a few things. Well, Shaq, he ran with it. So when you sit down and you think about it, right, and you say, yo, Wu-Tang did a song with Shaq. Biggie did a song with Shaq. All these artists did a song with Shaq, right?
Right.
What if I didn't do that song?
Right.
But I'm not the one sitting there going, hey, yo, none of when I blew it would have never been on the record. Let's keep it 100 if he didn't get the proper cosign and push and everything. So I sit back sometimes and say, yo, it's not about me saying that. It's about history saying what they got to say. It was when they tried to do it with the Super Bowl shuffle. It was corny. What's Up Doc came out, went platinum. He was the first basketball player to go platinum.
Right.
So that's a big, you know, a big feather to wear in the hat when it comes to the culture and to history. Because anytime you bring that up now, I looked in a book at one of these schools and it was in the book, you know, Shaquille O'Neal, first round draft pick, blah, 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 Fushnickers. I'm like, yo, if God take me to Mars, it's been written. I'm good.
Right.
It's good to see them things and be like, yo, look, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
DJ,
man,
fun.
Big up on that, man. Like that's history, and I wanted to make sure that gem was dropped to some of these guys out here that don't know, even the OGs. I promise you, some of them don't even know that.
They need to know that. You get me, brother? And you got to remember too, this is a dude that's breakdancing and doing windmill. So imagine him doing a windmill. You'd have to stay so far away from him. Then he's mixing and scratching records, and that's him. That's not him learning that from us. That's always been him.
Yeah.
But had the whole rhyming and doing an album and taking it to a different place. You gotta remember that's crazy. That's crazy. That's history right there.
Definitely. Oh man, if you guys have just tuned in, excuse me. My man Chip Fu is in the building, representing the Fushnickers, representing hip hop. You know what I mean? Please share the live. You want to buy a badge? Go ahead. I ain't begging you.
Live, they are.
You know what I mean? Champion sound.
Yeah.
Now, I heard the other records you dropped.
Right.
Definitely fire.
Right.
Definitely fire. But when I heard this joint right here, let me tell you something. First of all, big up Smith and Wesson. That Soundboy Burial as a DJ is one of my favorite songs of all times. So for you to come back and you know, do your remix,
Yeah.
do your, you know what I mean? Oh man, I was like, this nigga just hit it on the fucking money. Now, you're singing on it, you're chanting on it, you're kicking your verse.
Uh-huh.
You're obviously not trying to switch up for nobody. You are Chipful till this day.
Sir.
Where do you expect this record to go to besides, you know, the DJs, the sound boys, you know what I mean?
Well, see, my thing was this. I made it for the DJs. I didn't make it for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's Hip Hop 50, and I wanted to pay homage to the DJ. So I think, that, you know, people are hearing it and be like, yo, that's my favorite record. But at the same time, you know, it's running with it. You know what I'm saying? So it was more so about giving them that. And it's actually a dub to give to a DJ. Yo, here's
right.
If you play a record or another person plays the Soundboy Burial and you drop that, it's like, yo, what record is that? And I figured, you know, every record that come out or every record that's a classic, if I touch it, just touch it right. You know what I'm saying? And just give it to certain DJs and just let it bubble up, because I can't wait to drop the real records. You get me?
And that's the effect that I got when I would drop that record. Them DJs was looking at my Serato like,
Yes, that.
Anytime me in your presence, tip your hat and just bow. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Place your hands on your forehead, just be ambitious. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Anytime me in your presence, tip your hat and just bow. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Place your hands on your forehead, just be ambitious. No trickery, just lyrically sickly now. But anytime me in the place, I mix me now. Me baby got sound, they order them 6 feet down. But after the biblical done, well, let me sit down and me fix me crown. Sound, it's fun crispy. From the chorus and the 16s now. Sing rap chat with Afro beats, and none of them can keep up. We EPPA sounds is in a single bound. We very whole EPPA sound. The next amount so we can keep count. My sound champion. See, uno no ready. Yeah, my sound a champion. See, uno no ready. Yeah,
Hey, I'm a DJ, pull that up again. Pull it.
Yes, people. Yes. I figured, let me just stop playing and just going on these records. You get me? So.
and yeah. Great thinking. Like,
Thank you.
I think, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the music game is not the best at this time. You know what I mean? This era. We have great artists out. You know what I mean? We have, you know, the females are doing it, but still at the same time, the content, you know, I don't want to complain about the sampling, because sampling is just part of the game. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I notice a lot of people are remaking the best songs that was happening back in the days. You know what I mean? Like, would you be surprised if Lotto came out with a La Smooth record or something?
No, I wouldn't be surprised, but I would love it if he did it that he got and let me get on there and just murder it.
Right.
Don't come out, don't do no fool snicking thing, and you on there all remake one of our joints. You got to get on there and really nice it up. And you know what I'm saying? Just call one of the, you know, fellas from the group to, you know what I'm saying, get on there with you. I'm murdering. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Brooklyn style.
Definite.
Are you part of a school workshop, or where you were?
I created a workshop called MATH, which is an acronym for Music Appreciation, Art, Time, and Healing.
Right.
I actually introduced the workshops to housing because they was having a lot of gang-related problems in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Introduced it in housing, taught the kids in housing how to build their own studios in the rec rooms in housing, and then what we noticed was it stopped gang activity in all the other housing buildings around by where the studio was set up, they would all be packed in the housing that I was at. So I started with 10 to 15 students, and then ended up having like 50 to 60 students. After then, from there, I just approached the suspension sites, the regular schools, and you know, some of the principals figured that the old way of teaching would work. So he was like, "Yo, that's the worst classroom down there at the end of the hall. If you could teach them, then we'll see what's up." So I brought a mic in there and a DJ. I turned the mic on and I was like, "Yo, who got bars?" And soon as I turned the beats on and hooked up the mic, everybody ran up to say something because they just wanted to hear themselves.
Right.
So I let them go on for a good 45 minutes. And after that, I got on and was like, "Yo, play that again." And then I just showed them how I get down. And they was like, "Well, damn. Like, are you going to come back?" I was like, "Yes, I'm going to be your new teacher." The name of this class is Music Appreciation, Art, Time, and Healing. And I started raising the morale in different schools and the attendance rate and the graduation rate. So right now, you know, we actually started a 501c3 with my bedroom, Drews Hudson, moving forward to do a lot of huge things. We're just probably trying to get a building where we could house all the workshops to make sure, you know, kind of like the Boys and Girls Club, because those things no longer in Brooklyn no more. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get rid of the YMCAs, all of that. So what we're doing is trying to make sure these kids have somewhere to go. So, you know, that's the end goal for me. So it's putting out records. So when I walk in the classroom, these kids is like, "Yo, I just heard my teacher tear down this show the other day." Bro, trust me, my teacher is crazy with it. And I hate to actually reach these kids. You know, when you let them know it's not about posturing and about having an ego. It's more so about sharing yourself, so they'll be comfortable enough to share themselves and how they feel about something.
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. When's the last time you've been to Trinidad?
Yo, 2002. Don't say that too loud. Like Roderick, we do our trip, you know, look how long we here. I'm just like, "Oh, I'm coming." Like, everybody thought I was gonna come down for
Carnival,
but it was too much. I figure I'll slip in and slip out, you know, and go and see my family, man. But it's about time for me to touch the dirt, man, and come back, man. That creative energy down there is crazy, so I can't wait.
I think you should, man, because, you know, especially if you know, putting out these records right now, get them boys over there, you know, playing the music as well, you know what I mean? And it's takeoff time for Chip Fu again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not playing, brother. I am not playing. And here's the thing. I don't want anybody to say that I'm playing and joking around with them. Just understand. When you see me, leave me alone, bro. Don't call my name and nothing. You don't want no bacchanal with me. None of that. I'm keeping it 100. I made sure that when I step back in this, I'm sharper than sharp, man. I'm 10 times better than I've ever been. So don't bother play with me, man. It's more so about putting out these records, representing the culture, and just letting people understand that age should not depict the type of person that you are or the type of music that you put out, or, you know what I'm saying, for me, moving forward. It's not about age. It's about being sharp, because, you know, hip-hop is a mental sport. So if it's a mental sport, what happened? You can't think anymore? Because the older you get, you think you can't think anymore? That's not me. So for me, moving forward, it's just about letting people know, getting with a lot of like-minded people, and just putting out these records, man, and murdering everything that's moving. I don't want nobody to call my name wrong. And this ain't me playing no bad man. This is just saying that there will be times when I step up in the room and people might be like, with Chip coming into the room, and I touch the mic and they're like, "Yo, all right, whatever." And then when I touch the mic and I open my mouth and I behead them, it's going to be a problem. So just leave Roderick alone. I'm going to say my government. Leave Roderick alone, bro. I just and just murder up everything. You get me? Shout to everybody. Shout to 95 North. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? We going. Yeah.
And to all the artists that's paying attention to the gems that he just dropped here, this goes for DJs too, man. You know what I mean? Just, you know, just be creative, man. Stay relevant. You know what I mean? And as long as I've been doing it, and I've been doing it, and no disrespect, before the Fushnikins, you know what I mean? I'm still here. You know what I mean?
We could have this interview together. You get me?
You know what I mean? Definitely. Before you get up out of here, man, 50th year We celebrating hip hop. You know what I mean? Your contribution, you and the group, is very huge. You know what I mean? Where do you see us going in the next 50 years, man?
First and foremost, we got to stop being too cliquey.
Mm.
If we stop being too cliquey, then hip hop could actually move. You can't have people in different sectors thinking that they own the blueprint for hip hop, and this is what we're going to do over here because we're a part of this team and that team. It was birthed. It's a culture. You don't own it. You get me? You
right.
Don't own. So my thing is you see this place putting on certain shows and this place putting on certain shows, and what they're doing is like, yo, they're being super cliquey and saying, yo, since we're a clique, yo, we're going to get those same artists to come on this bill and whatever. When you got tons of artists that you could be acting, and that's, I'm not even talking about myself because they always ask me. I just, sometimes I don't want to do it because they don't respect the legacy first and foremost. You understand? And you have to understand, you could only throw rocks in front of a pig. If you throw rocks in front of a pig, the pig gonna eat it.
Right.
Not that pig, so don't throw no stones in front of me thinking I'm gonna just jump at the first thing. So
right.
Because we are not clicking up, and it's more so about a movement to keep the art form alive, it'll be here in 50 years. We just have to open our ears to the brand new artists, make sure that we create the content and we share the content, not other people that are not really a part of hip hop buy into our content and say our stories. Because no one got a story about you, DJ EPPS, than yourself. You ain't gonna have DJ coming and talking about, yo, DJ EPPS used to do this. And, yo, what happened to the point that he used to DJ before this Fushnickens? What happened to the point that there's a lot of DJs that can't play hip hop and reggae like how this man does? And Spanish, what are we doing? You ain't gonna say all of that? That in 50 years, let's remove all the gatekeepers. Remove all the gatekeepers. And if all the gatekeepers have a problem, they could come chat to me in my face and we could talk.
Yeah, I think they could definitely chat to me too. I agree. I agree.
Remove all the gatekeepers. Remove the gatekeepers and be like, yo, okay, if this man had a brick in the wall of hip hop, allow him to do what he's supposed to do. But if he's doing it wrong, guide him. Because there's a lot of other people that could guide you. But don't just think, yo, I'm part of hip hop and I did what I did and I contributed. I don't need no help from nobody. So why are you here? You get me? Right. So we have kids looking at us, and if they're looking at us and they're saying that we're not working together, if we're trying to teach that to them, why should they? So shout out to all the people that's not being gatekeepers and moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to every DJ. 95 North, we moving. All the other DJs that's on here. I love the fact, what I love was when I did the Champion Sound record, I said to each DJ, they'll do a video and send it back to me. Let's repost it. Top 50. And I have over 300 videos that I couldn't even post yet. You get me? But to understand that they wanted to be a part of a movement, and there's so many bigger movements that actually could reach out to these DJs. Why are you not reaching out to them? You're talking about breaking records. Oh, you want the records to be broken by specific people. Is that it? That's not how you break a record. You want people to become a part of your DJ pool to do what? Say you have 1,500 people that are part of your DJ pool, but you're not feeding them records, and only 10 people of your DJ pool have the record. What do you do? Feed? Everybody could be on the same page moving forward. Yo, why I don't have that record? Well, you know, Sam had it. Well, so wait a second. You gave the record to Sam. You didn't tell Sam to blast it to all the other DJs or people that have subscriptions to this site for this record. We got to stop acting like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We got to stop being cheap. We got to be honest, because we grown now. Hip hop has grown up. We have to be honest with each other, honest with artists moving forward, and do what we supposed to do. You get me? You can't be artists being a fool. You get me? Because the older you get, the wiser you're supposed to get. So if I'm not here in the next 50 years, you know, and my grandkids go to an event, I want them to be able to look up and see 1 or 2 pictures. It don't got to be 5,000 pictures. 1 or 2. But I don't want them to go to the event and they look around and be like, you see the biggest picture of one artist and everybody else around the arm, the neck, the ear, and all this other stuff drawn around this artist like they didn't play their role. So I'm sitting there looking at certain photos like, well, dang, he got a big head. Well, why he got like 10 artists around his big ass head, and you're not saying nothing about all the other artists that contributed and had bigger records than this artist.
Facts.
So that's your favorite artist. So you can say that that's your favorite artist. But if we're talking about hip hop, let's talk about everything. Let's talk about Crazy Legs a little bit. Let's talk about all the poppers and breakers and this fact that what's the dude that passed away? The DJ from New York City.
K-Slay?
K-Slay. Let's talk about K-Slay used to tag trains before he DJ. Why nobody's talking about that? Right? But let's really talk about that. Let's talk about all his contributions prior to him becoming K-Slay and doing whatever. Let's talk about it. You're not talking about it because you want to talk about specific DJ and specific artists. But let's keep it 100. Them same artists that you bigging up, put them in a cipher with me and see what happens. Behead them. You're going to do after. You're going to erase their picture. After you behead them, you're going to erase their picture. All right? It don't make no sense. It makes no sense. So put up everybody. Let's put up the UMCs. Let's put up Lords of the Underground. I'd like to see a big picture of Drez from Black Sheep. I want to see all these, not just one or two. Let's see. If you got one room with all the big head dudes, you can have a big head room and a small head room. You get me? Fat Boy, Friday, Prince Marky D, all of them, man. Run DMC. Let's have all these pictures in one room. If that can happen, hip hop is gonna last. If the gatekeepers are there, the culture is dead.
I totally understand what you're saying, and I totally agree, man. Shout to Uncle Luke. He got on the gram. He said something about that too, man. And like, we celebrating 50 years of hip hop, but I don't hear nobody bigging up no Miami artists like we ain't do nothing.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
My first show was at Uncle Luke's Club. First show was at Uncle Luke's Club. They flew us in. It was Naughty by Nation and Fushnikins. That man took care of us. So why are we not talking about Uncle Luke? Why are we not talking about the 2 Live crew and the fact that the Chinese dude in the group went to my high school in Brooklyn? Why are we not talking about that? Right?
Oh, man.
He went to my high school in Brooklyn. That's what made me feel proud because I'm like, yo, he went to my high school.
Right.
Went to my high school. Howie T, Little Sean, everybody, all these people went to my high school and did big things. Why are we not talking about that? But that's a big artist right there with Uncle Luke that was part of a high school and nobody not even talking about it. You're not even bigging him up, man. Come on.
Right.
Man. Come on.
I totally understand. I totally feel you. Quickly before you get up out of here, one more thing. Let everybody know the importance, how important it is to have a great DJ by your side, man. To rep DJs, all DJs.
Let me let all the DJs know. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys. And I'll say this. If it wasn't for Dr. Ice from UTFO, the DJ, you know, he was a part of a group called the Jamalot Crew before there was UTFO. And they live on the corner from my house in Brooklyn. Watch him DJ. And at my brother's 16th birthday, he allowed me to jump on the mic and rhyme. So imagine if that DJ didn't allow me to do that, an educated rapper wasn't there. Things for me wouldn't have taken off.
Right.
So the importance of a DJ, even coming from the West Indian culture, you don't know if that DJ ain't nice giving you the proper drops and the proper mix, you sound like trash. So big up to all the DJs. There would not be the MC if it was DJ, because you got to remember, the DJ came first. Bottom line.
Yep. Definitely, man. Yo, Chipfu, thank you for passing through today, man. You know, we've been waiting for this, and we glad you got to drop some gem on us, and we talk some history, and, you know, we blasting a new joint, Champion Sound, out right now. All DJs, if you need it, hit his DM at Chipfu so we could get that in rotation as much as possible. And Chipfu, once again, man, you got a soldier over here, man. Whatever you need, I got you. You already know Team EPPS, Chipfu. We rep that.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna see you on the boat ride, King. I'm gonna see you on the boat ride. Watch me.
He's talking about the Rock the Bell Cruise Festival, everybody. Hey, if he's coming, I suggest y'all all get on that cruise as well.
I'm gonna sneak in on that, and I got to give you 2. Let's go, King. That's what.
Definitely, man. Everybody, man, hey, hit my guy up at Chipfu from the Fushnikins. Chip, thank you for passing through. God bless you and your family, and big up on the Champion Sound. Send some more records. Let's get to it.
Okay, love you.
You know what it is. Same here. Word up, man. Chip Food from the Food Chicken Passing Food. That's what it is, live and direct for you on the DJ EPPS and Friends show, the best DJ show on Instagram, on social media, period. All right, man. Weeknights, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Now, I'm going to get on the turntables tomorrow. Yeah. Everybody was talking about it. Yo, all my Latinos was hitting me up like, yo, EPPS, can you do a Latin mix? So tomorrow, I'm jumping on the turntables, and we're going to be playing some Latin music. We're going to play some reggaeton, some dembow, some music from Colombia, some music from everywhere in the Latin market, man. All right, man? So I suggest you pull up on me tomorrow on my turntables at 10 o'clock Eastern time as we play some Latin music from everywhere tomorrow, live and direct. All right, man? Also, tomorrow, live performance, Chucky 73 gonna be in the building, man. It's gonna, hey, shout to my man Bull. Word up, Doobie Club. You know what's popping. All right, Chucky 73 performing live at Central Wynwood tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. March 15th. DR versus PR, baseball classic game. Trust me, it's gonna be a movie, all right, man? Chucky 73 gonna be in the building performing live. Matter of fact, let me play some Chucky 73 and we roll out of here, all right, man? DJ EPPS, I got to get up out of here. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you, Positivity Water, for sponsoring the show. Shout to Civilized. Also, shout to Chip Food from the Fushnickens passing through. This is Celebrity Tuesdays, and guess who's going to be in here next Tuesday? Stay tuned, and I'm going to let you know, all right? Let me leave you with this joint, man, by Chucky 73. Wacky, Wacky. Yes, joint's crazy.